You've got Game Face, and this is No Limits 2 Workshop Creations. Now, I am almost at 100 tracks at this point. I think the 100 track point is probably gonna, no, it won't happen in this episode of Workshop Creations, but in the next episode, I'm actually gonna be at 100, I've covered 100 tracks on video. And you know, I actually went back and looked at a few of the episodes, and I don't know, I sort of had to laugh at myself. Things have changed so much since the first No Limits 2 Workshop Creations video I did that it's kind of funny. And now I can even move around. Like before, me doing this would have thrown the focus out and everything. And now I can move around and do things and react better to the to what's going on in the games, where I just couldn't do that before. My camera was a fixed length focus, so that I had to sort of stay within the same plane. But now my camera, when it focuses, it's much quieter. So I'm gonna see how that affects my video here. So let's move in, and we're gonna start the first of our 6 tracks. This first track is called Leland. It says no classic loops. So we're not gonna have round loops. We're gonna have a little more diversity in our looping. So we'll see how this goes. I like it so far. It's definitely quick. I find sometimes in these videos I have the volume up too high and I'm starting to do this loud talk thing. And I don't really need to do that with the way I'm recording things. So, oh yes, I like this. Wow. That's awesome. You know, that's one thing. The classic loop is maybe not the way to go in coasters, more modernly styled coasters like this. Loops that have twists in them and things like that are going to be much better. You know, after 100 tracks, you sort of get numb to this stuff. Whoa, I like that corkscrew. Right into another little loop. Well, not quite a full loop, but a loop of some type. I really like this track. Wow, throwing back and forth a bit. But again, it's not unrealistic. It's not completely unrealistic. They went for some realism in the G-forces you experience in this. Not purely, but there was definitely some, closer than some. They weren't pushing the limits too much. This track is called Velocity. Wow. This is a race car track. This is awesome. Whoa. We're pushing the limits with this, I think. I love this guy's tracks. He makes some of the best tracks in No Limits 2. And again, like I immediately say, go to the workshop, grab these tracks and check them out. If you don't have No Limits 2, go out and get it, because this is what you're missing out on, is being able to kick off one of these anytime you want. That was sweet. That was quick, but fucking sweet. That was well done. This is called Jet Ski. And it's weird because I am in a jet ski. Well, I'm not in a jet ski, but it's something that looks like a jet ski, and there's a lot of water. So this is cool. Whoa! That's nice. It's like a launch cart. It's not too long, though, from the looks of it. But it does look cool. I like the palm trees. I like the palm trees. Ah, the water splashing up. That's awesome. It's very subtle. Not a lot to it at all, actually. I think that's it. That is it. There's not... Oh, or is it it? Is that it? Or is something going to happen here? Whoa. Well, that's weird. Well, that's totally weird. I almost wonder what the point of it is. How does that play along with the story of jet skiing? And flames. Whoa. Barrels pretending to fall on me, threatening to fall on me. It was an okay track. You know, there wasn't a lot to it. Not that it wasn't a lot of custom work. It would have been a lot of work because there's custom cars, there's seems to be custom buildings and scripted actions and stuff like that. But I just didn't see any meat to it. But, you know, I would go check it out if I were you anyway. This track is called Steel Force. I don't know why it's called Steel Force, but it does look interesting. What's really interesting is I can't see any track. Is this thing gonna just like shoot me up and off the end and I'll end up, you know, dying in a roller coaster cart crash at the bottom there? I can't see any track. This is weird. You can always see track in front of you. Well, I can see track in front of me. Oh, I get it. It flips me upside down immediately. Well, that's different. That's cool. And here we go. Here we go. And drop. Oh, that's cool. I like that drop. Oh, that's awesome. Whoa, multiple cars going down this thing at once would be quite something. You can see them coming. Oh, yeah. Wow. If they could time that, that would be awesome. Very well done, the way it's laid out within this basically straight structure. That it's not all spread all over the place. It takes up a very small footprint for a roller coaster. It's not throwing me all over the place, but it does have some interesting loops. And some twists. And some twisty loops. And I'm all about the twisty loops. Now that wasn't too bad. It wasn't short, wasn't too long, very realistic. And I do like realism in some of my tracks. This track is called Leviathan, and this is awesome. I love not having any other background around. That looks so cool. Wow. It's a rocket coaster. Is it ever? That's pushing the limits. Holy fuck. I like that. Wow. It's fast. It's high. There's big loops. It's crazy stuff going on here. Wow. That is awesome. Whoa. Twist all the way around. Ain't short either. This thing's going on and on. That is I love the white background. I love that. That just looks so stylistic. Good job. Threw me around a little bit in some of the corners, but that's fine. That's what a roller coaster does, I guess. Yeah, I just love the way that looks. That just... I don't know. Rode well, looks cool, good job. This track is called A Rum. And I believe I'm going to look forward on this one. Because it doesn't seem to be... I've already run it once looking down, and I didn't see much. I was looking up most of the time and looking at the sky. So this time we're gonna see some of the track. A little bit of the track, and then at least we'll get a sense of motion, whereas when I was looking at the sky I could have just been sitting at one place moving back and forth. Whoa, okay, so this is a launch coaster, a hanging launch coaster. Whoa, okay, that's pretty cool. Not much for the hanging coasters because in this game, because of the track thing. I know in real life they're a completely different thing. Not much of a hanging there, more of a lying on my back coaster. Okay, here we go. forward roll. You see what I mean about when you lose sight of the ground, it just sort of, you lose sense of any motion. Pretty cool, lots of loops, lots of twists, and it's got some length to it. It's pretty quick too. Whoa! That accelerated me right there. I did not expect that at all. Whoa! You know, it's the sound, it seems to be, when you can't see anything, it's only the sound that indicates you're in motion. And that portion of the track is just not doing it for me, but the rest of it seems pretty good. Probably something that I should try on the Oculus, because then I could be looking around and stuff like that, so yeah, maybe I'll try that later on the Oculus, just to see. Woohoo! Awesome! That is cool. I like that. I almost felt like I was being pulled into my seat a bit. But this is definitely, like I said, it's one of the longer tracks. And definitely quick. Definitely quick. Wow, I can't believe this is so long. Holy crap. It must be going to slow me down now. Oh yeah, here we go. Here we go. This is coming to the end of it now. That was pretty cool. I did like some of the faster areas of the track. I did like the length. I didn't like where I couldn't see anything in my field of view in order to sense the motion. But that's okay. I guess for the rest of it makes up for that, I think. So there's another episode of NoLimits 2 Workshop Creations. Very nice tracks. I wish I could play more. I'm almost thinking that because there's a lot of tracks out there. And I said at the beginning that I've almost hit 100 tracks in the Workshop Creations series, but I tried not to do them too often, maybe once every 2 to 3 weeks, because I don't want it getting stale. But there's so many tracks out there that I might do an extra episode next week, and just to get a little more coverage, because again, I enjoy writing them so much. And again, there's so much creativity in these. It's fabulous. I'm Gameface. This was NoLimits 2 Workshop Creations. If you liked it, click the button and don't forget to subscribe. I'd like to thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.